I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laaksen.
I am Francisco Cerundolo,
and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey everyone, how are we doing tonight? My name is Roland. I will be your host for this amazing match between Raducanu and KOVINIC. We've been waiting for quite a while for the players to enter the court. So first off, I'm very interested to hear how you're all doing. So let me know in the live chat. Really great to see that there's already so many people here. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Emma and Danka play. So yeah, I saw a few questions in the chat already. I will be hosting this match by myself. It has been a while, actually a few months. So let me know also if the sound is good, because this is a completely new setup in my living room. So I have to check, wiggle a bit with it to see how it's working, etc. But very, very nice to be back. MJ saying, do you remember me? Of course, MJ, definitely. I have a good memory. So I remember all the regulars from before, Katy, MJ, and Lamberto. Very nice to meet you from Italy. How are you doing today? Let me see if the players are actually already on the court. I saw some pictures that they were at least walking to the court. And I think they've started playing, so it's. I think soon we will have our match ready. So because we have some time left, I think let's talk about this matchup. But before I spoil all the information that will maybe influence your decision, let's hear your predictions for today's match between Emma Raducanu and Danka KOVINIC. MJ saying dim lighting. Roland had a date there. I did not, in fact. I like to have not too bright light in my face when I'm sitting in front of the computer for too long. But it's good to hear that the lighting at least works. What I can see on the telly is that they are actually starting to play in already. We'll keep an eye out for if they start. Let's see. Lamberto saying KOVINIC in 3. MJ is a believer saying Emma in 2. And Katy saying KOVINIC in 1.5. Emma will retire. I really hope not. I think what Emma can really use is one worry-free match where she can just play her best and hopefully show her some of her good tennis that we've seen in the past. But I just looked up the statistics and she retired actually 5 times in the past year. So that's quite high, and not hoping for a retirement today. Gerald, hi guys. Hey Gerald, how are you doing? So let's see. Not seeing anything yet. So then we can talk about the match a little bit. We have Emma Raducanu, of course, the more known player. And I think they are actually going to start now. So I will put the scores on the screen. There we are. You should be able to see it. Okay, so Emma Raducanu, of course, the more known player, top ranking, number 10 in the world, in the year that she, of course, won a Grand Slam. She has been on a decline a little bit, currently ranked 77 in the world, and actually surpassed by KOVINIC, who's a very stable player, and is currently ranked 62 in the world. And I see Lamberto is already on his game with the facts, saying KOVINIC won the previous meeting at the Australian Open last year. I think, yeah, you're right. I think it was 2-1 in sets, and it was a close match. So hoping that we get to see the same today. Hey Jean, how are you? And thanks for the welcome back. I'm doing well. Okay, so to the match. We have Danka KOVINIC serving in the first game. It's 30-15. Second serve comes in. The return from Emma is really wild. It's 40-15. That return was going nowhere. Nice to meet you as well, Sue1. How are you doing? And Jean, yeah, the setup is new. I'm sitting in my living room currently. I have a new computer, new screen, new microphone. So hopefully everything is sounding well. Meanwhile, first serve of KOVINIC goes into the net, and she can go to the second serve. Second serve goes in, into the rally, and a really wild backhand from Raducanu means it's 1-love to Danka KOVINIC. She takes the first game of this match. For all the people who are joining later, what are your predictions for this match? I saw some mixed predictions. Some people saying KOVINIC will win, some people saying Raducanu will win, and some people saying Raducanu will probably retire. I hope she doesn't retire, and I think everything else is a distant possibility. So what do you think? All right, Raducanu, first service game. She's getting ready for it. And in comes the first serve. She tosses. It's actually not coming. She tosses twice and catches it again. Looks a bit nervous, to be honest. I can understand with not playing that many matches. And it's a misser from Raducanu on forced error. And it's love 15. First serve, Raducanu. It's good. Return from KOVINIC, very deep. Really good return from KOVINIC on the feet of Raducanu, who didn't seem to move quite fast enough. It's love 30. And Sue1 saying, I hope Radu wins. I think a lot of people hope Emma wins. She's due a few good wins, I think. Would love to see her get back into form a little bit. I would understand if it's kind of hard for her currently. She's facing a lot of criticism from fans, from journalists. And yeah, it would be nice if she can silence them a little bit with some good tennis. Raducanu with a good serve, 30-15, and she's now serving again. First serve into the net, and we're moving on to the second serve. In comes the second serve. It's also in the net. It's a first double fault of the match for Emma Raducanu, and it's 15-40. 2 breakpoints already in the first game. And Jean saying Emma has both wrists taped up. Yeah, she actually played with both wrists taped for quite a while. I think also yesterday in practice, and maybe also in the previous tournament, I saw her play like that. Good serve from Raducanu. Return from KOVINIC is into the net, and she saves 1 breakpoint. Nice to meet you as well. I hope you're having a good day. MJ, I think you're right or you're close. She was having wrist issues. It's Let's first serve. She's not about to quit. I don't think so. I think it's just precaution that she has both the wrist taped up. She has been in training as well, so I think it's just to give her extra stability. First serve is good again. Return from KOVINIC, very short. Oh, but Emma doesn't do the footwork very well. Gets lucky with the ball landing in. Backhand from Emma. Forehand from KOVINIC. Forehand from Emma is really low into the net. And it's an early break for Danka KOVINIC. 2-love. Talking about Danka KOVINIC, she's from Montenegro, and I was wondering if we have anyone from Montenegro here in our live chat. If so, let me know. It would be quite awesome. It's not a very large country. Danka is 28 years old, and she's actually the first player from Montenegro to reach a quarterfinal of a WTA event. So she's written history in Montenegro. First serve is out. Second serve for KOVINIC. Has anyone here ever been to Montenegro? Because I haven't. Was looking it up before the match. It looks quite nice, actually. So maybe I will in the future. But big misser from KOVINIC. Love 15. And maybe Emma can do something in this game already. And MJ is saying, Roland sounds like an Emma fangirl. I'm not definitely, I'm not an Emma fangirl. I just wish her all the best. So I think it would be good for her and also for tennis if she can get a few wins. It's kind of tough to watch her retire and stuff. She's way too young to have these many injuries. We have Milan Licina, if I said that correct, in the chat saying, I live in Bosnia and Herzegovina, which borders Montenegro. Been there once. It's a nice place to visit. That's good. Awesome, Milan. Thanks for sharing, and good to hear that's an awesome place. Makes me want to go there as well. Jean has the topography on point, as always. I see. And Lamberto, you are right. KOVINIC is higher ranked than Emma. Emma lost quite a lot of points over the past 4 months, and she's now down to 77, which is 15 places lower than KOVINIC. We're into the rally. This is a big point. If Emma can get it, and she gets it, low 40 already. That's 3 break points for Emma Raducanu, and it looks like she will be able to do something back immediately. MJ is saying, I'm getting Morocco, Monaco, Montenegro confused. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. We didn't make it easy on you. Good serve from KOVINIC. I think it was just in, hit the line. Raducanu misses it completely, and it's 15-40. KOVINIC is from Montenegro, Ghost. It's a small country in Europe. First serve is out from KOVINIC. Second serve, 2 break points. Can Raducanu get this game? In comes the second serve. Return for Emma is good. Backhand to backhand rally. Really strong shot from KOVINIC. Oh, it's into the net. And it's a break back for Emma Raducanu. And so bear with me in the beginning of this match because I haven't done one of these matches for quite a while, and I forgot to press the banner before, so it's going to take a little bit for me to get back into it again. As MJ pointing out, where's the button? Oh, I think you're right. We actually have a Raducanu button as well, or we should have. Well, there you go.
Ain't nothing she's got to lose, but so much that she can prove. Nothing that she cannot do. It's Raducanu.
Yeah, it's absolutely okay to ask, and it's also very nice that you put it this politely. I have a new job since the 1st of January, so that has eaten up a lot of my time, and also the tournaments in the beginning of the year being all in Australia and America, it's more difficult for me to cover them as they are in a difficult time zone. So yeah, with this new job, I just cannot take time off during the day to cover a match or something. So that has been in the way, but have been talking with Ben and JG over the past weeks, and very excited to be back again. So really nice that people still remember, and you will be seeing more of me in the coming months for sure. Okay, it's 2-1 for KOVINIC. Raducanu is serving. Let's see if she can do better than her previous service game. She seems to have an issue with tossing the ball. It's like the 5th time already that it hasn't worked for her. Wonder if that's a confidence thing. I think I jinxed her now because she does it twice again. I think it's also very windy. It's hard to judge. Okay, it's in now. We're into the rally, 4-4 rally. That's a huge miss from KOVINIC. And it's 15 love for Raducanu. So we just talked about Emma Raducanu. I think people overlook the fact that she's still only 20 years old. Still so young, while she puts in a huge first serve and finishes off the point. 30 love, playing quite well, these points. But she's only 20, so she still has so much time to improve and also so much time to still win some things. So I think we should be patient with her. MJ, you're gonna have to explain to me what a DR is. Is it a doctor? Because I'm actually working at a company for solar panels. We sell solar panels, batteries, modules, those kind of things. So it's a bit different than a doctor. It's 40 love for Raducanu. She's cruising to this second service game. What a world of difference between this one and the first one. Maybe she needed a bit of confidence from that break back. And it's an ace, and that means we have a game to love for Emma Raducanu. And the consolidation. So we're 2-all, like nothing has happened. And KOVINIC is serving. Can she keep her serve this time around? Good serve, mediocre return. We're into the rally. Big forehand from Emma. KOVINIC putting more power to it, dominating the rally, but she hit it into the net, and it's love 15. Ghost, it's actually true that China or Asia is usually dominating the solar panel production. There used to be factories in Europe, but there are not so many anymore. There's a few brands that are European, but they are in quantity not comparable to the Asian brands. And what's up, King Adjust? How are you doing on this fine day? We're into some kind of a lob rally. They're playing really high balls. Haven't seen this in a while. They're looping up everything and having trouble to put it down. Emma's looping up every shot with her backhand. Wonder to see how this plays out. It's a mistake from KOVINIC. It actually works. A really interesting strategy. She's looping those balls up. You would think that KOVINIC should be able to really put her record through it, but she hasn't. And it's love 30, and has been a while since KOVINIC has been winning points. See you later, Kathy. Thanks for hanging out, and yeah, see you around. Good serve from KOVINIC, 30-15. So we have quite some people in already, and that means that I can ask you to remember to like the video. Because we want to get as many people in as possible, and you can help me get as many people in as possible by liking the video and subscribing to our channel if you haven't yet. Yeah, we will be doing a lot of matches in Indian Wells, amazing tournament. It's called the fifth Grand Slam, sometimes for a reason. So many big players. The draw is really stacked, and we have top quality matches for you every day. This is the first one, but there's many to follow. Double fault from KOVINIC. Actually, it's a pretty precarious moment. So that means it's 15-40, and she's looking at 2 breakpoints yet again in her own service game. This is the mentality that we're looking for. Thank you. We're into the rally. Drop shot from Emma. Passing shot is, huge miss from KOVINIC, and it's another break for Emma Raducanu. Lamberto asking, can I ask where you're from? Yeah, of course. I'm from the Netherlands. I live very close to Amsterdam, in a small city called Weesp. The name is very Dutch. And Kinga just asking, what soccer or football team do you support? I support PSV Eindhoven. They are from the Netherlands as well, obviously. Maybe also the name gave it away. I've been a fan of them for quite a while. I actually went to their match against Sevilla just 2 weeks ago, or a bit longer, 3 weeks ago. So Emma Raducanu, guys, she broke twice in a row, 3-2 up against KOVINIC, and it looks like she's been playing better since the first 2 games that were a bit shaky. No, Snehil. Actually, quite the opposite. No, I don't hate or dislike anyone, but I'm more a PSV Eindhoven fan. And no worries, Max. That's completely all right. People can the Dutch accent. I think it's quite similar to the African and the Belgian accent, so it's not easy. So Lamberto is right. Let's talk about tennis. I just mentioned that Indian Wells has quite a stacked draw. So I'm interested to hear, who do you think is going to win the women's tournament for Indian Wells, or who do you have coming far? Share your predictions, share your brackets. I'm really interested to see what you think of this tournament. What do you make of it? All right, we're getting ready for the 6th game in this first set. Raducanu serving, she's a breakup. Let's see if she can consolidate a second time to extend her lead to 2 games. In comes the first serve. Big forehand from KOVINIC in return, but Raducanu with good footwork, putting pressure, slicing now. Forehand to forehand rally, cross court. Big forehand from KOVINIC again in the net, and she's making a lot of unforced errors with the forehand. It seems like Raducanu is onto something there. She plays not the deepest, not the most difficult balls, but the forehand from KOVINIC is staggering a little bit, and she's 15 love up. And I see that's a pretty ballsy pick with Fokina and Badosa. Badosa, I think, former winner of this tournament. So she likes it here in Indian Wells. And Fokina, as a quality player, would be cool to see him make such a big breakthrough. Another forehand error from KOVINIC, and it's 30 love for Emma Raducanu. We have Sinner and Sakari. That's also, I think, valid choice. I think in my bracket, let me check. I have Iga against Pegula final. And I have Haddad Maya and Krejcikova as the other semi-finalist. Milan saying I went with Medvedev and Rybakina. Yeah, those players are in hot form, so I think they are really good choices. Med has been amazing, and I'm a big Daniil Medvedev fan, so I'm really happy to see him back in action. It hurt a bit to watch him over the past year with the lack of confidence and also the lack of spirit, but he's really back. And Gene imitating boring Ben, maybe, as JG likes to call him, but Nori Alcaraz and Iga Sabalenka. And we have Medvedev Murray here for Milan. Murray, guys, do we think Andy can make a run? Meanwhile, we're into the rally 40 love for Emma. She can win the game, but she misses the backhand. It's 40-15, still 2 game points. Yeah, so the love for Andy Murray is actually huge. I think we probably have also some Andy Murray fans in the chat here. How are you doing? And I mean, he's been playing some really gritty tennis. I love to watch it. Big serve from Emma. I was just out, and she has to go to the second serve. And in comes the second serve of Emma. Big return from KOVINIC. But it's long again, another mistake, and it's a consolidation for Emma Raducanu. Second consolidation in a row means Raducanu is now up 4-2, and yeah, she seems to just try to stay in the rallies and give KOVINIC the time to make the mistake, and she falls for it every time. So if it stays like this, the first set is going to be done and dusted quite fast. And Sue won. Yeah, she's doing well, your girl, Emma. KOVINIC serving, 4-2 up. No down. It's a big serve. Emma can get it over the red net. It's 15 love. You can actually see here in the serve ratings that Raducanu's is higher than KOVINIC, which you wouldn't expect. First serve is out. We go to the second serve. Good second serve. Return for Emma is also good. Forehand to forehand rally. Forehand to the backhand of Emma. She's running for it. Forehand of KOVINIC. And I think it's long again. Is it long? Yeah, what a terrible miss. Oh no. It's 15-0. Snail saying, I really like Murray, but I don't think he beats a fully fit Alcaraz. Yeah, let's hope Carlitos is fully fit, because that's a player that is so amazing to watch if he's fit. He's so electric, covers the whole court. And yeah, it's one of the best players to watch, I think, in modern tennis. Talking about players who are good to watch in modern tennis, what is your favorite player to watch currently? Like what are the players that you really stay home for and try to watch their matches? All right, it's 30 all. Let's see if KOVINIC can hold her game this time. Uh, 30-40, another breakpoint for Emma. This is not going the way I think that she wants it. Djokovic and Iga, the one for me. Yeah, those are good choices. Foki, what's in the name, huh? And Ons, yeah, nice. Emma and Elena. Yeah, Rybakina is also a nice player to watch, right? Very, very, very powerful. And Jean saying KOVINIC has lost her mind. It seems a bit, she lost the trust in her forehand. And that's hard to get back from my own experience, at least. Juice. Suwon saying, aside from Iga and Nola, Reba and Keys, Fokina and Medi. Yeah, fair choices. I think Madison Keys, when she's on, is one of the most amazing players to watch. But if you can if you can already know when she's on, you can make a lot of money because she's so up and down. And Milan saying, enjoy watching Manarino. That's a nice, interesting pick there, Milan. I watched him play the semifinals in Den Bosch or Rosmalen in the Netherlands past year on grass. And it was a very grindy match between two players who play really long rallies. So it made a very interesting matchup, Medvedev and Manarino. It wasn't a long match because Medvedev was just a bit better, but I also enjoy watching Manarino play if he doesn't complain too much. So we're still on juice. If my scoreboard is right, the scoreboard in the match is actually wrong, but advantage for Raducanu. Also like Murray, Deminar, Monfils, Goff. Yeah, nice. You guys have good taste. I like it. Pretty high balls again. And it's another game for Emma Raducanu. And I think this deserves the button.
Ain't nothing she's got to lose, but so much that she can prove. Nothing that she cannot do. It's Raducanu.
Emma Raducanu, she is on fire and she breaks again. Yeah, what's up, Emma fans in the chat? Let it hear for your great favorite. She is playing some good tennis, and KOVINIC is making all the mistakes, which means that Raducanu now 5-2 up after going 2 love down, and yeah, it looks very easy at the moment. She is just not losing many points in the rally, and yeah, doing very, very, very well. We have another break, which means that I have some time to ask you guys to like the video wherever you're watching it, and also subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of extras also for people who join the Patreon. So yeah, check our channel out, follow us, and we promise to bring you all the great content that Game to Love is known for. And yeah, I think this point that is just made by What the Fucky fans. Her injury is seemingly not an issue. She's moving around quite well. She started a bit slow with the footwork, but now she's moving around the court quite well, and she's putting power in her shots as well. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, and it should give the Emma fans hope for the rest of the tournament. So Emma Raducanu serving on 5-2. Can she serve out the set? It's a good first serve. Return is very wild. I'm going to press the shank button soon for one of these forehands because they're crazy far outside the court. This one is, I think, 2 meters behind the baseline. So that's a point for Raducanu. Good serve down the tee. Return is very easy to manage. Raducanu with the big forehands. Oh, but she misses it. That was the chance to get a 30 love lead, but she hits it in the top of the net, and it's 15-all. Raducanu, a typical baseline player. She likes to grind out those rallies from the baseline, and her forehand has been lacking, but actually it's been coming back, I think, a bit in this match. Good serve again, very, very deep, and KOVINIC with a forehand misser behind the baseline. So 30-15, only 2 points between Emma Raducanu and his first set. In comes the first serve. It's good again, down the tee. Good return from KOVINIC with the forehand. She moves in the court with the forehand. And she misses it again. Can you believe it? Another forehand misser from KOVINIC. I'm going to guess that she has like 15 already. And that's 2 set points for Emma Raducanu. Here we go with the first serve. It's good again down the tee. Forehand from Raducanu. Forehand from KOVINIC. This time it's good. KOVINIC with another forehand and she smashes it. Good point from KOVINIC and it's 40-30. And I see that Jean Hot Take Swart is in the chat saying Emma is winning this event. Oh, that would be quite a surprise. I'm all up for it. Let's do it. 40-30. Emma tossing the ball. It's a bit long. She has to go to the second serve. She looks a bit nervous on the set point, which maybe it's a while ago that she won a set. I don't know. It's an ace on the second serve. Wow, Emma Raducanu, an ace on the second serve. And she wins the first set after going 2-love down, 6-2.
Ain't nothing she's got to lose, but so much that she can't prove. Nothing that she cannot do. It's Raducanu.
What's up, guys? This was not what I was expecting to see from this match. I was expecting very close match. Maybe Raducanu struggling a little bit with the physique, but she looks really, really good. And the ace on the second serve with a lot of spin on the inside down the tee. It was twisting to the side. Really, really ballsy to play a second serve like that on such an important point. So I think everything's to like so far for Emma. Players are taking a toilet break, I think, between the sets, so that gives us some time to talk about some other things. What do you know about Danka KOVINIC? Because, of course, before the match starts, you start looking into players a little bit, and KOVINIC is a player that has been around for quite a while. She's 28 years old. But she's always been around, let's say, rank 60 to 80. And she's born in the historical capital of Montenegro. And since you guys were also good in topography, what is the capital of Montenegro? Does anyone know? I'll pass. Can I just? There are some good players, but I have too many teams already that I like. So, but you're a Madrid fan then? Yeah, Milan, you are spot on. It's Podgorica. If I didn't butcher that name, but hopefully not. So well done. First point in the trivia goes to Milan. And remember, guys, if you ever have a pub quiz again and this comes up, then Milan already told you the answer. Boban, hey, how are you doing? I was sitting next to Danka at a restaurant a month ago when she came back to Montenegro. The capital of Montenegro is Podgorica, but historical capital is Cetinje. Yep. Of course, you know. And very cool that you were sitting next to Danka at the restaurant. How was she doing? What kind of restaurant was it? Also very interesting. Milan saying it's more like Podgorica. Maybe. So let's see if we can look at some live scores in the other matches. Bronzetti and Pera making it a long match. I can see that Maria is beating Paolini probably. And if we look at the men's singles, Shelton winning the first set against Fognini, that could be quite a hot, heated match. McDonald's, very easy win against Krajinovic. Draper trashed really earlier. We were talking about it. Draper was looking really, really good. So keep an eye out for Draper. And Kokinakis is cruising against Brandon Holt. He has 2 match points. So. And Lamberto says, I support AC Milan because I'm from Milan. Yeah, that makes sense. But congratulations on them beating Spurs then. Players taking quite some time to get back on the court. I don't know how much time they have for these breaks. But the good sign is that Raducanu is back first, so it's definitely not a medical or anything. And meanwhile, Milan is out here trying to make me say difficult things. He is supporting Crvena Zvezda and Dundalk FC. So the players are coming back, and we're moving on to the second set between KOVINIC and Emma Raducanu. Emma Raducanu has had her claim to fame, of course, with the win of the U.S. Open. We were talking about a lot of clubs from different countries, and Emma Raducanu actually speaks quite a lot of languages. Do you guys know which languages Emma Raducanu can speak? She has 3 languages that she's fluent in, and 3 languages that she can speak quite well. Which are they? Another trivia. Meanwhile, the second set is starting, and KOVINIC wins the first point. It's 15-love. So I'm looking for 6 languages here, Emma Raducanu. Some of them are obvious, some are not. Good first serve from KOVINIC. Return is not in. It's 30-love. And we have some good answers in the chat already. Both Ramu and Milan are correct. The languages that she's fluent in are English, Romanian, and Chinese. Yeah, that's quite amazing because they're also very, very different languages. And I see some other good answers coming in as well. It's German, Spanish, and French. So only the German I didn't see yet. Spanish and French she speaks. French because she was born in Canada, I assume. So maybe she learned it there. German, I really don't know where she picked it up. Maybe it's in high school or something. And yeah, English, of course, obvious. So yeah. KOVINIC 40-love up, has to go to the second serve. Good second serve, but the return from Raducanu is also very good. Backhand to forehand rally. The forehand is wide again. The classic KOVINIC forehand in this match, it goes wide 40-15. By the way, just checking, because I asked earlier, don't know if I saw a response. How is the sound on the video so far? Is there anything that I could improve? Like, is it too loud or not loud enough? Let me know, because then I can make some adjustments for the coming matches. Okay, so we're into the rally. And it's Raducanu dictating play with the forehand. 2 big forehands outside, and she wins the point 40-30. And Boban, nice to have you here, by the way, saying, yeah, Jean, you can often see Danka at the streets of Podgorica, attending public events or just walking. She's such a sweet and down-to-earth person. Yeah, from the things that I read about her when I was looking up information, interviews, etc., I think she looks like a very, very down-to-earth person and also a fun person. Yeah, so just the way that she talks in interviews, very kind, and also likes to make a joke. So I think that's the kind of player that you want to have around. What the Fucky fans is fluent in English and Spanish and knows Japanese and Dutch. That's also a very cool combination of languages. You guys are quite international, all of you. And cool that you know Dutch. So maybe next time I can do the podcast in Dutch, and then everyone can still understand. Kovinic won the first game, and now Emma is serving. It's 1-love. The ball tossing and not hitting it continues in the second set, so that's good that we have some continuation there. Ooh, it's just wide. Thought for a second she had an ace there. But she has to go to the second serve. Raducanu is serving well, actually. Better than I've seen her serve in quite some time. Second serve comes in. Return from Kovinic is really big. Really good backhand. She moves in with the forehand drive smash. What a shot from Kovinic. Really, really good point. The backhand return was so powerful. Forced Emma outside. And she finished off the return with a big forehand drive volley. And yeah, that's a big point from Kovinic. Maybe it can help her get back into the game. And Milan saying, I know Serbian, English, and a bit of German and Slovenian. That's cool, Licina. Are Serbian and Slovenian are not very similar, right? Serbian is more close to Russian. Wow, this is a really big forehand rally. Both players trying to get as much power in it as possible, but it seems like Kovinic has a bit of the upper hand in it. Yeah, she does, and Emma doesn't have the power to hit through it. And it's 50-30. And Gene saying, gap year so gemist. That's very, very kind, Gene. I also missed you and missed having these conversations with the chat. It's what I love the most about the Game to Love channel is all the amazing people who come to hang out with us during the match. So thanks everyone for turning up and looking forward to doing way more of these in the future. Yeah, no worries, Max. You missed the language question, and the question was which languages Raducanu is fluent in. But there is more trivia to come if we have spare time between games or if it's moving slow. 15-30. Raducanu is struggling with this game. And Kovinic looks like she's putting more power into the rallies, trying to force Raducanu into the defense. First serve from Raducanu. Oh, just wide again. She's not getting lucky with these first serves in this game. Backhand to backhand rally. Big forehand from Kovinic again. She moves in another huge forehand, but it's I think was it good? It was very close. Yeah, it was good. It's 15-40. Big hitting again from Kovinic, dominating Raducanu in these rallies. So what we saw in the first set is that Raducanu was just maintaining these rallies and trying to force Kovinic to make the mistake with the forehand. But now Kovinic has actually found her forehand. It's getting difficult for Emma to win these points. 15-42 breakpoints for Kovinic early in the second set. And this is what you love to read. Fognini just got an audible obscenity warning. The guy is relentless. Big forehand from Emma. Big backhand as well. Forehand to backhand rally. Kovinic steps in with the backhand. What a winner from Danka Kovinic. What a shot. You're going to love that, Boban. And she breaks Emma Raducanu early in the second set. What a shot from Kovinic. She is putting the pressure on right now. And that leads us to the question from JG. Nice to have you here, JG. It's been a while. Emma in straight, how is she looking? She's looking good. Really good, actually, JG. She was very consistent in the first set. Got broken early, just like now. But yeah, really cool in the rallies and serving well. So it doesn't seem like the wrist is playing her any part, which is good. In the second set, however, she's struggling a little bit now with the power that Kovinic is applying. She isn't able to maintain the rallies anymore. So I'm not sure about the straight sets part. And Milan, thank you for coming back on this. Serbian is a bit different from both. So all the Slavic languages have some similarities. I never learned Russian, but I can still understand a few words or a sentence. Okay, so that's maybe a bit the same like German and Dutch, that you don't have to understand the language to be able to at least read some things in the newspaper, or because you can guess some of the words. And hey, Bill, and hey, Gary, how are you doing? Awesome to have you here as well. Emma is definitely not a letdown. I'm really enjoying the match, and I hope she can improve a little bit in this second set. Big serve, but it's wide. She has to go to the second serve, KOVINIC. And good night, what the fuckinas. Thanks for having you here. Was a pleasure. And we have a let on the second serve on 15-0 and 2 love up for KOVINIC. She needs to consolidate this break. Double fault from KOVINIC. Don't like it. I think she was put off by the let on the second serve, and she just kind of wasted that one. 15-30, and it's a gift for Raducanu, getting back into the set this easy. Yeah, Lamberto, I think goats don't really make sense at all. Have you ever talked to a goat and then that the goat made sense? Me neither. I haven't. Another service mistake. Return from Emma is good. Forehand from KOVINIC is really big. She saves the point there, 30-0. Now, I'm not a big fan of GOAT debates either. I love watching YouTube clips of young goats. That's a tip from the house while I'm here. I don't charge you guys anything. Look up young baby goats on YouTube. It will brighten your day. Mistake from Raducanu on the forehand. It's long, and 40-30 for KOVINIC. 1 point away from consolidating the break. KOVINIC with the serve. It's big down the middle. Chopped return from Raducanu. Forehand from KOVINIC. Forehand from Raducanu. Forehand from KOVINIC to the backhand of Raducanu. She's running around, getting dominated in the rally. KOVINIC with a lot of power on the backhand. Backhand from Raducanu. Forehand from KOVINIc. Backhand slice from Raducanu. KOVINIc moving in, but the drop shot is not good at all, and then we're on to juice. I know, Lamberto, I was teasing you a little bit, talking about other types of goats, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of goat debates. I like a lot of different players for different reasons and different shots that they have in their arsenal. So for me, that's always a bit of a joke to have a goat debate. There's many good players. Don't have to pick one. Serve down the middle, goes into the net. Second serve for KOVINIc. So how's everyone doing in the chat? How are you enjoying this match? We're into the rally. Forehand to forehand rally. And Emma does well, actually, and she gets the break point. Someone called for Nia goat. Well, then I think someone hasn't been watching a lot of tennis, or someone really, really enjoys his shenanigans. And Max, and a bit of topic. The goat argument in tennis reminds me of music fans arguing on Twitter. Yes, I think you're spot on with that, and that's also why I don't usually join in it. Second serve for KOVINIc, breakpoint down. This game looked very easy, and she's kind of given it away. Big forehand return from Raducanu. Does it bring her the point? Not yet. Lands in. Forehand to backhand rally. They're looping up the balls again. Backhand to backhand rally. Backhand from Raducanu. Backhand from KOVINIc into the net, and it's a break. For Emma Raducanu.
Raducanu.
Yes, vibing to this one. You won't find me making fights with music fans. Everyone can enjoy their own. But Lamberto, who is the Taylor Swift of tennis? While the players are chilling a little bit, did you see that Bublik already went out in he was to Taiwan's Tung Yin Wu? I was quite surprised. I didn't see if Bublik smashed any records. He's been quite infamous for that in the past months. But yeah, Bublik has been really, really up and down. And, like I think he has been for quite some years already. Um, Boban, you were talking about Kovinic being such a down-to-earth person. It also she talked about in an interview about her favorite sport. Does anyone know what the favorite sport is that Kovinic watches a lot when she has some free time? Thank you so much, Gene. I don't think I get those notifications in here, so thanks for letting me know. And yeah, thank you for supporting the channel as you always have. Really, really appreciate it, Gene. So really good to have you back here, and I'm looking forward to the coming months. KC with a good question, and I think maybe something to answer for the people in the chat. So this one is for you. How many breaks will we have this set? Good question. Bill R. You know a lot of these, which is amazing. It's Formula One. Danka Kovinic is a big Formula One fan, and her favorite driver is Daniel Ricciardo, and that is because he is such a light-hearted, fun guy. And that also kind of connects to the story that Boban was telling about her personality. So that's, I think, a nice story, and I really like that she tells these kind of things in interview. It's gives you an impression about how a player is more than just on the court. And Gene saying 5, that's quite a lot. I think it's a fair number. I'm going to go with 4. I think maybe it continues a little bit and then it stops. Big ace from Emma. She's been serving really well. I'm liking it. 30-15. Another big serve down the tee, but it's just wide, and she has to go to the second serve. Rihanna is in fact the queen, guys. That's common knowledge. Big fan. Oh, Kovinic mishits it completely, and that means I get to push one of my favorite buttons. It's not the GOAT debate, but it's the lamb debate, as Kovinic hits the ball into the stands, and it's 40-15 for Raducanu. Raducanu misses the first serve. In comes the second serve. Forehand of Kovinic is big. Raducanu with a looped up backhand. It lands in. Backhand from Kovinic. Forehand from Raducanu, forcing Kovinic outside wide. Forehand to forehand rally. Oh, it hits the net court and just drops over it. And it's a consolidation for Emma Raducanu. Kovinic looks annoyed. I think mentally she needs to relax a little bit and focus again on the match. In the first 2 games of this set, she was playing really well, and somewhere she lost it. She has not been lucky. But KC, I think you're spot on. I think Emma has got the momentum now, and this could be a really good moment for her to push through, just like she did in the first set, and yeah, clinch it in 2. Gene, I'm just really happy that Fournier stays on brand. I think that's important for all the tennis fans. So good for him, and also good for everyone in the stadium. Forehand to backhand rally. Really good backhand from Emma. Yeah, KOVINIC gonna get there. What a backhand from Emma. Dictating the play and then switching it up was good. So it's good first point in this game for Emma. It's an ace for KOVINIC. I think it's the second one, and it's 15 all. I actually thought Emma had more aces than she has. She has 3. First serve into the net, and KOVINIC is looking at a second serve at 15 all in the second set. The second serve comes in. Return from Emma is really big, but I think it's wide. Overdid it there. Shelton leading 3-1 in the second set against Fognini. What else do we see? Kokinakis beat Bolt 6-4, 6-1. Quite impressive. We're into the rally. Big backhand from KOVINIC. Raducanu loops it up. It stays in. Raducanu moves in with the backhand. Backhand from KOVINIC is really wild and it's wide. Earlier today, before this match on court 1, we saw Galfi beating Collins, which is, I think, quite a surprise. Collins hasn't been good recently, and she beat her 6-4, 6-4. So that's a pretty big upset in one of the first matches of the day. Good serve from KOVINIC and doesn't make the net. It's 40-30. And I see Go Emma. What's up, Emma fans? How are we feeling about Emma today? Did you expect it to go so well, or were you nervous before the match started? Looking forward to hearing what you think. And for all the people in the chat, we didn't do it yet, but I'm interested to hear your predictions for this set. You already get the bonus that we're somewhat into the set, but let me hear what you think this set is going to be. So the 2-2 is already given. So no 6 love is going to happen. KOVINIC really needs to get out of this game. She's been struggling so much in her service game, and it's not necessary. Just needs to win these easy points. She's making too many unforced errors on them. Big return from Emma. What a return. What a power in the forehand from Emma. This gives the people hope. And it's a break point. Thanks, Snehill. I have also not been able to watch tennis as much, unfortunately. So thanks for keeping me sharp. And then it probably means that Collins was still tired of that. We've got some predictions in the chat. We've got Bill saying 7-6 for KOVINIC. I got Snail saying 6-4 for Emma. So both of you expecting it to be a long set. Oh, it's a big shank. And it's a break. It's a break for Emma Raducanu. Many similarities with the first set going on here. 2 love, 2-2-3, and Raducanu leading again. She looks collected. Yeah, Jean. Would be quite funny if she does it again, if she can win 6 games in a row again. Sander saying, hello, how are you? I'm doing great, how are you? So the players are resting, and that gives us some time to talk about this tournament again. But it also gives us some time to talk about big news that we had. Is that Russian and Belarusian players are allowed to play in Wimbledon. What is your take on this? Because I personally have an opinion about it, but I'm interested to hear what you think about it as well. And I'm interested also that they make such a big turnaround from their decision last year. And Sadie keeping us up to date with the Shelton and Fognini match. Thank you for that. It's 6-4, 4-1. So Shelton, I mean, he was so good at the Australian Open. The match against JJ Wolf was such a cracker. I watched the whole thing because I'm a big fan of both, and that was one of the best matches I think in the tournament. Two young guys really going at each other, and they put so much power in the rallies. Was really good. And Jamie saying, "Please win before midnight." That means she has 52 minutes for me. So we have Raducanu serving. She wants to consolidate here and kind of continue the scoreline from the first set to move on to 4-2. We'll come back on the Russian and Belarusian thing soon. What a good serve from Raducanu in the second serve, so far outside. And KOVINIC needs to work on the footwork there. 15 love for Emma. Milan saying they shouldn't have been banned in the first place, and Jean saying it makes sense because they can play on a neutral flag like any other tournament or any other sport, basically. Maddie, Ruben, Karen, and Saba are really happy. Yeah, of course. So those opinions I think are in line with my opinions as well. I think it's great that we get to see the best players in the world at the biggest tournaments. I think as a tennis fan, that's what you want. You don't want people to be excluded just because of the place where they were born. What I do like is that they've included the option that if someone supports the war actively or says things about it that we really, really don't want to see, that they can be expelled still. Because I think that's it's good, and I think they would do the same thing with any other player in different situations. So it's good that they mentioned that, and I'm really happy that we get to see the best players again. So 15-all, really important game in the match. Second serve, big return from Kovinic. Raducanu scrambles to get there, but she lands in. Big forehand again from Kovinic, and Kovinic gets a smash. Yeah, good point for Kovinic. It's 15-30. Yes, Rublev, love him. He's amazing. More interviews with Rublev is more win for the tennis fans. So Kovinic is doing in this game what she was doing in the beginning of the set, and I think it's her way to victory is put a lot of power in those returns. Lamberto saying you forgot Dasha. I think Daria Kasatkina is a big favorite of Gary and of myself, but she has been lacking in big tournaments this year a little bit. I picked her in all my brackets to make the final, and she disappoints me a little bit. So I'm still bullish on her because she's such a smart player and she knows how to win ugly. But I need to see it from her this year more than she has until now. 15:42 breakpoints for Kovinic. Gonna break right back, and that means KC might be right that we are going to see a lot of breaks. I think Jean, you said 5. It might be more even if this continues. Yeah, Azarenka too. You're right, KC. Big forehand from Raducanu. What a good shot. Kovinic was forced all the way outside to the left side by the serve, and then Raducanu played it again all the way to the left side, waiting a long time before hitting the ball. Very powerful, and she saves one break point. Jean, that's a good one. She looks like she's in Shanka Kovinic mode. First serve into the net. Raducanu has to do it on the second serve. Second service good. Return from Kovinic is also very good. She's moving Raducanu around with the powerful forehand. Raducanu stays in the rally really well though. Backhand from Raducanu, looping it up. Forehand from Kovinic is big. Backhand from Raducanu again. Loops it up even more. Oh, wow. We're playing moonballs, guys. Backhand to backhand. Forehand from Raducanu is a good shot. Forehand from Kovinic. Raducanu with the backhand. Kovinic, can she get there with the slice? She can. Raducanu with the backhand. And Kovinic missed it. What a point from Emma Raducanu. We're up to juice. KC says so many Russian players. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal, KC. You're absolutely right. It's a very big deal, especially on the women's side. I would say that there's maybe 10 players in the top 30 that are Russian or Belarusian. So this is, and if you look at the top 100, it might be 25. Not even over exaggerating, I think. So I think it's a really big deal, and it makes a huge difference for a lot of players. There's also going to be players who are going to be unhappy about this for sure, especially the Ukrainian players. First service wide again. Not finding the serve as much anymore as she has in the beginning of the first set and the beginning of the second set. Good return from Kovinic. The power again on the backhand. What a shot again. Kovinic slamming her way through the service games of Raducanu now. And she has another breakpoint to look at. I also agree that they need to let Novak in the USA, Gary. It's ridiculous. If they're not going to let him in for the US Open, I'm going to be so angry. With all the things that they don't do there, and all the people that are not vaccinated. Well, let's not get into that discussion here, but let Djokovic play. We need to see him at the US Open. It has to happen. He needs to play a final against Alcaraz there. Raducanu is saving another breakpoint. This is a crucial game. I think if she wins this, she might win the match in 2 sets. But if she loses it, could be very tight. So, juice again. And, Raducanu serving. I think the wind has picked up a little bit. She's doing the ball tossing and catching it again. Good first serve, slice from Kovinic. It's wide. What a good first serve. And Raducanu can now serve to win the game. Yeah, you're right, Gene. I think that's is common practice with names in Russia. Good first serve again. Backhand from Raducanu. Wild backhand. Unnecessary. She was actually in the rally quite well. It was not necessary to play the backhand like that. And we're in another juice. Yeah, I think it's this discussion is dangerous, Lamberto. So I'm going to ignore it a little bit. I value your opinion, of course, but it's we don't want it here. It's my bad for bringing it up in the first place. Dexter saying, I don't think you realize Emma is injured. If you check out her best shot, is the backhand is not precise. Yeah, you might be right that the left wrist is causing her problems with the backhand. You might be very right. I actually think that the forehand is better than what I'm used from Emma, and the backhand might be worse. Yeah. Good serve from Emma. Backhand, the backhand's not good enough. Drop shot from Kovinic might be the first drop shot of the game. Oh, she misses the passing shot. She played the point really well, Kovinic, drawing Raducanu to the net. Her pro shot was good, and Raducanu couldn't really do much with it, but then she butchers the passing shot, and that means Raducanu consolidates here. Kovinic looks really annoyed. This was a big game to win. She had all the chances, and I think she missed 3 breakpoints in that game alone. Now 3 out of 8, while Raducanu is 6 out of 7. So that's a big difference, maybe the difference in this match. So she lets out the frustration with a lot of power maybe here. But Raducanu moves back into the rally, forehand to forehand. Cross court, big forehand from KOVINIC down the line. What a good shot. Really, really nice to see. Lamberto saying so many injuries at such a young age is bizarre. Yeah, I think she played too much when she was when she was so good. She played too much. Like what we saw with Alcaraz, I really, really don't like that his coaching team let him play like what did he play? 7,000 matches last year. The guy is like 12. Like give him some time to grow into it. I don't like that we're overdoing young players so much. Just they don't have to play every event. They can skip one or two. It's the ranking points are really not that important for them. So I hope that we can be more careful with these young players because I want to enjoy them for a longer time than just 2 years. 30 love for KOVINIC. She's starting this game well. I think there's a lot of frustration and she's using it, so that's good. Okay, see, yeah, the long matches. I can see him already getting into a five-setter with Sinner in Wimbledon or whatever, and is going to be hoping that he doesn't get injured. Well, there goes the backhand again. It's 40 love, and Dexter, you might be right. And her forehand is better. Yeah, I agree. It's stronger with more spin and power. Also, her match fitness is very poor, which is understandable because she's being careful with the matches she plays. Yes, yes, I agree, and I hope she continues to be careful with it, even if she wins here and it goes well again. Think yeah, she shouldn't overdo it. Just take her own tempo to get back into the flow again and start winning some matches. Good return from Emma on the backhand. And the backhand from KOVINIC into the net. This is what she needs to do. Move a little bit into the court, put some power on the backhand. And KOVINIC has some troubles with her footwork, and it's an easy point. So 40-15. And I see a lot of love for Pavlyuchenkova or Pavlyuchenkova. I learned from Ben recently. So yeah, she's a very good player. She was one of the dark horses, I think, that people mentioned a lot in the Australian Open. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what she will do this year. Meanwhile, it's an ace for KOVINIC, and it's 4-3. Okay, so it's 4-3. We're having a changeover, and that gives me some time to ask you once again for your liking of this video, just like Bernie would say it. We have currently a number of likes, which I cannot see immediately for some reason. Why? I don't know. 55 likes. We can get to 100, guys. We have quite some people watching. So if you haven't yet, please like the video. It helps me out quite a lot, so I can prove to Ben and JG that they should let me do this more often. And also helps the channel enormously if we can get these videos up in the rankings. So give me a cheeky little like and also subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet, because we will be bringing you all the tennis matches, and I can promise you that the other commentators are even more fun than me. So you're in for a treat if you join the Game to Love. So I think someone is having a little break again. So let's see what some scores. JJ Wolf, one of my favorite young players. I really, really like JJ Wolf. Very bullish on him. Also like his attire and his mental attitude. He hasn't lost a game yet against Fucsovic. So that's quite impressive. I thought that would be one of the more tight matches in the first round. And 5-love. Gerald, walk the like button, as Ben says. Yes, there are some good like buttons in here. I want to use them, guys. So give me those likes so that I can press them. Raducanu with a very clean forehand. I think she gets a smash here. Oh, she has to move quite a bit back. Very good smash from Raducanu. Wow. 15 love. Red Warrior saying JJ bagling him right now. Yeah, JJ is very good, guys. Some nice names coming in the chat about Bartoli and some other players that retired early. So, Golovin, yeah, those are amazing talents. And young players getting injured, there's nothing that hurts me more mentally. Like these are kids, young players. They are in the prime of their lives, and then have to deal with so many injuries. Terrible. Second serve into the rally. Back into forehand of Kovinic, moves inside the court. Forehand of Emma is good. Another outside forehand from Kovinic, dictating the tempo. But she goes long. She tries to change the direction, get out of the cross-court forehand rally, but she puts too much on it, or the footwork wasn't good, leaning back too much, and it's 30 love for Raducanu. Sono bene. I hope you're all bene. First serve down the middle of Emma is really good. The return lands in. Backhand of Emma down the line. Kovinic gets there. Forehand of Emma down the middle. Quite a lot of power. Another big forehand to forehand rally. But Kovinic fighting to stay in the rally. Can she get to the shot? She can, and it's just wide. Really good point from Raducanu. 40 love. And C1 Lim, nice that you're still here. Nice to have you here. And I bet you're happy with what you're seeing today. Emma taking her time. Important that she just clinches this point, and then maybe she can look into breaking Kovinic again. It's still windy, so it's not going easy for her tossing the ball. Big serve down the middle. Kovinic gets there. Emma moves in, and she finishes it, and that means that we have a game to love. Game to love, Emma Raducanu. She's been playing well. Kovinic changing record. She hopes it will bring her something in potentially the last game of this match. Has been going quite fast, actually. I'm liking the match. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but the quality of the match is actually a bit higher than what I was afraid of before starting the match. The rallies have been really powerful, and I'm really impressed by how Emma Raducanu can keep pace with Kovinic in powerful rallies. Kovinic has a little bit the upper hand, but she also makes more mistakes. So I think it's a good sign. Oh, Kovinic starts this maybe the most important game with a double fault. Jamie is eager to go to bed. But Kovinic hasn't hit a serve in yet this game, so you might be in bed quicker than you think. Oh, Emma with the big return. She was ready to take that on, but we're in the forehand-to-forehand rally, but it's wide from Kovinic. 2 more points separate Emma Raducanu for a second round, and yeah, good win about over Kovinic if she does. Sue1 saying, what a timing. Roland and Emma back. Yeah, we go in pairs. Good serve, but the return is equally good, and I think it's wide again, and we have 3 match points for Emma Raducanu. Three match points, Emma Raducanu. Can Kovinic still do something? First serve is miles wide. She has to go to the second serve. Looks like she's mentally checked out already a little bit. Only hit 2 serves in so far. Big return from Emma Raducanu, and it's out, and it means Emma Raducanu wins in the first round of Indian Wells 2023. 6-2, 6-3 over Danka KOVINIC, and I've been really impressed with the way that Emma Raducanu looked. So let's see what she can do in the next round. What did you guys think about this match? And before you answer me, I have to do one thing, of course, and that is press the Emma Raducanu button because she has deserved it. What a match from her.
Ain't nothing she's got to lose. Got so much that she can prove. Nothing that she cannot do. It's Raducanu.
Emma Raducanu, what a result for her. And yeah, I think it's a really impressive win. So yeah, let me hear your thoughts about it. Suwon Lim saying Raducanu button. Yeah, the great Ben has created so many good buttons. And JG was right, Emma Straits. Yeah, brava Emma from Gerald. Great start for Emma from Milan. Yeah, it's good to see her like this, right? Playing big rallies, using the forehead to make winners. Yeah, it's really good. So who does she play in the next round? She plays against Magda Linette in the next round. What do you think about that, Raducanu Linette? I think it's a great matchup. Could be a really good match as well. Maybe I'll see if I can cover it. Gene saying congrats, Emma. Gene, thanks for having you here today. Was a lot of fun to watch it again. Max saying thank you for the live stream. Yes, you definitely did spell my name right. So it was quite a good match, right? It's not the longest match, 6-2, 6-3, but we had a lot of good rallies. We had a lot of power. We had good serving from Raducanu, hitting an ace on the second serve and the set point in the first set. So yeah, I'm curious to see what she can do against Linette, a different type of player, and also a player that has been doing well recently. But Milan saying, JJ Wolf's playing with white paint on his face. I might have to tune into that. Did he win in 6 love the first set or not? Well, I want to thank everyone that is here for joining me today. If you have any question for me now, feel free to shoot them in the chat and I'll answer them before we go. But other than that, if you don't, then yeah, feel free to, of course, go your way. Thanks so much for joining. It was really a pleasure to be back after 3 or 4 months of not doing this. And I'll be around for more matches in Indian Wells and also in the coming weeks and months. So yes, Max, I will be around at least tomorrow and Saturday as well. Sunday, we have to see if it fits into my schedule. But thank you for all the great comments, the questions, also the conversations with each other and sharing information. So I had a blast. If there's no more questions, then I'll close off the stream in a few seconds, and then I hope to see you around somewhere in the coming days or weeks watching this amazing game. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, because then you will get a notification if we go live. You can tune in and have another great chat with us like we had today. Yes, thank you as well, KC. It was a blast, and see you guys around. Have a good night or day, whatever it is in where you at.